So you want to do some nighttime fishing? I've got 4 bait ideas that are going to help you catch some fish. Welcome back to the Googan Lab. Fish can sometimes feed really well at night, and especially on lakes and ponds that get pressured a lot during the day. The fishing at night can be really good, and oftentimes they'll come up even more shallow than they do during the day. So this makes it a good opportunity to go out. Just don't step on any snakes out there. That would be tip number 1. Watch where you're stepping. But some of the favorite baits that I like to throw, my favorite of all time is a 10-inch worm. Why a 10-inch worm? And why go big? Why go with something that has a lot of presence? It's because the fish can feel that. They're gonna use their lateral lines feeding. They're gonna use less of their sight at night, but you wanna have a big presence in the water. So just overall, bigger bait is a good option for you, especially in dirtier water. But a 10-inch worm like the Mondo Worm is fantastic because it has both of those bases covered. You've got a big bait and you've got vibration from the tail. You're getting a lot of movement on that. So 10-inch worm, it's a classic night fishing bait, but Mondo Worm, just excellent. You could swim it up and around shallow grass if you're pond fishing or around lake edges and stuff like that, or you can fish it deep, maybe even fish around docks, lights, all that stuff. Excellent, excellent nighttime fishing bait, and you don't get caught up with it throwing it on a Texas rig. Number 2, and this one is probably one of the most exciting bass bites you can get, is throwing a black buzzbait at night and just reeling it on the surface, and you're just going to hear the explosion, and that becomes your indicator, oh, I got a fish. And so you're not really seeing it, but just hearing it is so exciting. The way they can attack bait sometimes could be even more aggressive than during the day because they can't actually see it. So they're going more on feel and they'll just pound it. So throwing a black buzzbait around pond edges, lake edges, anywhere you've got grass lines, when those fish are like less than 5 feet, it's just fantastic. And you can also throw it in clear water as well. It's just a really good topwater option, puts out a ton of vibration, sound. That's what makes it a very good night fishing bait. And as far as colors go, the black, it stands out at silhouettes, especially if you've got a lot of moon presence. So the blacks become a really good color for fishing at night. So probably top of all time is black and blue. Same concept, just fishing that under the surface is going to be a clickbait. It's a vibrating jig. Throw a big chunky craw in there, like the Kraken craw. So you've got rattles and you've got vibration, black and blue, just swimming it along, steady, easy pace, and they will pound that. And then my last suggestion is going to be a crankbait. Crankbaits, they make a lot of sound, vibration to begin with, but if you've got rocks, it's an excellent way to catch them at night. I've caught a lot of fish on crankbaits, cranking on ripraps, areas, dams, anywhere you've got a hard bottom, some good rocks. The sound of that bill hitting the rocks and the vibration, the rattle, everything just makes an excellent night fishing bait. So keep your lines tight, go out there, catch some fish at night, and if you want to see some more tips and tricks, subscribe right here to the Googan Lab.